Hey church, Pastor D and I, we just wanted to take a moment to catch you up on where we are at the Cherry Hill campus. And many of you know, on Friday night, a tornado came through the Cherry Hill area and hit our building. It really did devastate a good portion of the building. It went right through, ripped right through the children's wing, ripped the ceilings off, the roof off, through air-conditioned units all over the place. There's water damage everywhere. It's a lot worse than what we thought. It buckled the roof over the auditorium as well. And so we're sitting here with the reality that it's going to be a little bit longer of a rebuild and a rehabilitation than what we thought. But we wanted to let you know that your global team is on this, and we're desperately moving forward with what God has for this church.
Yeah. And I happen to be here at Cherry Hill campus with a bunch of our awesome, incredible people on Sunday. Even though we weren't having services, we wanted to make sure that we as a house were here to greet other people who hadn't yet heard about it, and also all of our fantastic guests. We had a slew of guests that came for their first time, and we brought the TKC truck here and we served some pastries out of it. And I personally was so incredibly moved by the faith that was amongst our people. They just rallied themselves when we were listening to Randolph service through the truck, and when Randolph campus began to worship without anyone even saying a word, Cherry Hill campus people just began to worship. They began to lift their hands in the air, and we were heard. Let's just say that. I'm sure anybody that was in the surrounding buildings heard us, and it was a beautiful broken hallelujah. It's the best way I know how to say it.
That's what we've been talking a lot about, and so many of you have too, that the church is more than a building. Like, we love this building. We are so glad that God has given it to us. We want to steward it well. But what we've been seeing is this campus, this church, this Connect Church, really becoming and being the church of Jesus Christ. And so thank you for all the calls, the emails, the volunteers who have come out. The people who are serving, just showing up. It's crazy what's going on. And so we wanted to say thank you. From more than a senior pastor moment, we wanted to say it from a personal moment. Thank you. And thank you for your love and your prayers, and let's just keep it coming. And we really do believe that God's in this. Just as he moved the children of Israel, through the wilderness to the promised land, we believe he's doing that here. That our God is, as Romans 8:28 says, working all things out for our good, for the glory of his name. And so we believe that here. So what we're going to ask you to do, we've got something really cool planned for Sunday here. We want to ask you to just show up. Don't miss this Sunday. We're going to make some really cool announcements, bring you in on some things. This is a Sunday you're not going to want to miss. We won't be live streaming it, so you're going to want to be in the house. We've got some fun activities planned for you, for kids. It's going to be great. Make sure that you're staying close on social media so that you know what's going on. Stay close to each other in this. Invite each other. Encourage each other. Pray for each other. It's going to be great. And the one last thing that we're going to ask as well, please just keep giving. Please be faithful in giving. Obviously with all this comes added expenses, and we know that God's going to provide and that he's going to do something special. But we also know that when we sow, man, we reap. And we're believing that as we sow our faith and our finances and our and friendships into this, our gifts, our talents, that we're going to see a harvest that blows us away.
So just know that what we have in our hearts to do and to seed into Connect Campus here at Cherry Hill is not to simply rebuild and replicate what once was. When we come back to this moment of seeing what we've been going through in the last few days, it won't look anything like how it has once looked. It's new ground. It's a new normal in the best possible way. So just know that even through catastrophe, God is stirring vision, and he's going to bring it to fruition. And we'll share more about that in the upcoming weeks. So just like Kyle said, stay tuned to social media, because right now we are Church in the Wild. And we will keep you connected. So thank you, church. We love you. Love you. Love you. And thank you for loving each other. It is testified to us even in the midst of so much. So thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
See you Sunday.